I'm Chris Brogan. I'm so lucky to be talking to one of my heroes, Joel Libava, the franchise king, Your Highness. Joel Libava has the website thefranchiseking.com. He knows tons about franchising. He's got a new book coming out in December, I believe it is, Become a Franchise Owner. Look at that. And, blah, blah, subtitle, startup guide, how to do it. Joel, here's what I was thinking. I mean, you're Mr. Franchise, and, in a world that says local is the best, in a world that says, the local guy, the little guy, whatever, that's not really true for everybody. So, for example, I was going to my town today to get gasoline, and I drove by a very small franchise, and I have no loyalty to them. I drove by Cumberland Farms. I have no loyalty to them, although that seems to be where I buy my gas. But there was no room at the pump, so I drove over to Sunoco, which I have absolutely no loyalty. I just, that was the third one in the row, and so I just picked them. How, as a franchise owner or manager, how do you impart that spirit? Because, I know in franchising, there's kind of rules about how you, portray your personality, so to speak. You've got to really be the brand. You've got to be Sunoco with Joel. But how do you make it that Chris wants to go to one of these franchises? And please understand, I'm not anti-franchise. My kids eat McDonald's food. I love Walmart, whatever. How do I do that? Where's the emotional connection for those people?
You nailed it on the head. It has to be an emotional connection. You, as a franchisee, if you own a BP or a Sunoco, and you're there, you are the face of the business. You have to impart your personality. I mean, that is really what it has to be about. You have to be so friendly. You have to treat people like VIPs. And depending on the franchise agreement, I was thinking about this. Why couldn't you partner with possibly another franchise, like, let's say, a Subway that is down the street, or another sandwich chain, and have a coupon and maybe a gas punch card? So after 5 fill-ups, we'll take care of breakfast for you. All right, here's a coupon. You go see them. They're another local franchise owner. Now, you'd have to check your franchise agreement and make sure you're allowed to do that. But some co-op and some joint marketing locally, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Unless you're, in somewhere rural, like where Becky, lives out in Oklahoma, and there aren't any stores around. No, I'm kidding, Becky. But, it's you have to really be part of the local community as a franchisee. And you can definitely get creative. But, you can't sell donuts out of the gas station without permission. So it's joint marketing. And I think that all local businesses need to do it, franchise or not.
I think I'm with you. So I love your idea. I love the idea of finding some co-op marketing. The other question I have is then, outside of that store opportunity, what else do you do to become part of that community? How do you normally coach franchisees to get out of their store and sort of be the face of their business out in the community as well? What other kinds of advice do you give them for that?
Definitely join the Chamber of Commerce. Try to be on the board of directors for the Chamber of Commerce. I mean, that gives you real good visibility and helps your own personal brand. I know it sounds kind of hokey, but sponsor a little league team. I mean, get your name on the uniforms. Pay for the darn uniforms. Maybe the high school football team. Be a booster. There's a lot of stuff you can do, but it has to be, and you're really, really important in this part of this genre of small business. You have to be authentic. Don't just sponsor, the local high school because it's a good thing to do for your business. Sponsor it because you care and because you're really an integral part of the community.
I love it. Joel Libava at thefranchiseking.com, and with the book Become a Franchise Owner coming out in December. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for thinking of me, Chris Brogan.